sing with love. We may have outcome on different shapes, but we are only the same but now. When hate is too great.
DMV, we have Christos DC in the building alongside Jerry Culture Sound. Don't know, so the interview will be kicking off momentarily, alright? Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is one that is brand new for the new year, you know what I'm saying?
We must love. I say we got to learn to live together, live on together now. All perish together as fools. Perish together as fools. When hate is too great, I'm born to bed, yeah. And I have decided, yeah, to stick.
No, this is going on radio. What Antigua, Bronx, Atlanta, Virgin Island.
Something call you friend.
WPFW 89.3 FM. This is the Reggae Experience with yours truly, Radio Andy. And right now I'd like to introduce to the DMV area, to Washington DC, to the listeners them online, with the one and only Christos DC. Christos, can you hear me?
Yes, I. Much love and respect.
Yes, I. Give thanks for coming out and give thanks for giving I and I this interview. I know you have other things that could have been doing right now, you know, but time is perfect and true, you know what I'm saying?
Brother, give thanks for having me, man. You know, everything in its time and everything for its purpose. You know, it's actually the right moment to be here. This is the first premiere of a brand new project called Kung Fu Action Theater, man. So give thanks for having me here to share it with people in my hometown, man. DC, what's up, everybody? Love.
Blessed love one and all. As you hear, the man himself, Christos DC. And today I had the privilege to preview the tracks of this brand new album. You know what I'm saying? And the album is entitled, tell them the album name again.
The album is called Kung Fu Action Theater. And let me give you a little story behind that.
What's the history? Yes.
Growing up here in the district, right, there used to be a television show that would come on only on Saturday mornings called Kung Fu Action Theater. And as a little kid, man, I used to run home from playing with my friends so I could sit in front of the TV and practice, you know, the Kung Fu that they were doing. And so I had this vision for many years now to do a project fusing Chinese music with reggae and to use that title.
Well, guess what? That's a coincidence because, you see, for me, in the Virgin Islands and St. Croix, Kung Fu Action Theater used to come on every Sunday after we come home from church. You know what I'm saying? So we know we want mommy to stay in the churchyard but for so long because we want to come home and watch, you know? Yeah, man. So because of things like Kung Fu Action Theater and Alexander Theater back home in the Virgin Islands, I Radio Andy have a lot of collection when it comes to Kung Fu movies and martial arts. You won't find me watching nothing regular on TV. It's at a YouTube for some old martial arts movie. I have collections from DVD to VHS. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, from Silver Fox to, you know.
You see it there?
Gosh.
And same way, the album was mixed in St. Croix just last January. We mixed the project there. And so it was mixed by Tippy from I Grade Records.
All right. Here we go.
Man.
Shout out to Tippy Locks, you know. I Grade
Uh-huh.
Records, big up yourself, you know.
Yes, every time.
Also, that was the trip that I took to the VI.
Yeah, man, that's what we were doing. We mixed two projects. So one, I put out what you hear behind us, Matchbox, last year, and kind of held off on Kung Fu Action Theater because I really wanted to get a handle on the logistics of publishing and owning your music and putting it out properly, because it's a very complex process that fools a lot of people, man. So it takes time to do these things properly and to own your material, man.
Yes, because that's very important, you know, owning your own rights to your music, to your works. Not somebody else collecting money from you, royalties as they say, you know what I mean, or the dividends. You need to collect all your royalties in one, you know.
Yeah, man, and you know, it takes a lot of time, and it's really it would seem unfair, but you know, there's the process is for a reason, and so you know, I recommend to anybody to learn these things and don't put it in the hands of other people, because you know, in retrospect, I'm finding out about previous projects of mine that apparently, you know, certain people own 100% of. So
that's not good at all. That's not even good business, good mannerism, good ethics, nothing at all, you know.
Yeah,
integrity is definitely poor when it comes to those kind of decision making.
I agree.
You know, that's quick money schemes that they're trying to take away from you, try to take away money out and food out of your pocket, out of your mouth, so you can't even progress to the next stage monetarily, you know.
Oh, we have to educate ourselves, man. So, you know, this is something I highly recommend. Is it's part of the process. It's not the part any of us like as creatives, man, but it's unfortunately absolutely necessary.
Yeah, man. So when did this project actually came out? This CD right here, the brand new one.
This, what we're listening to, is called Matchbox, and that was put out last year. I just dropped Kung Fu Action Theater it was on the February 28th, and that's only available digitally right now, but there's CDs in the makes, and we're thinking about thumb drives as well as maybe vinyl for this one.
DMV, I'm gonna let you listen to a few tracks right off the brand new CD combination right here. Tell me what you think, okay? Let me see what's going on. While we getting this together right here. Christos, how long ago since you haven't been back in the area as far as any performances or anything of that nature?
Too long, man. You know, I would love to come back to DC and do some more things. It requires a commitment where I think a lot of clubs and club owners, you know, really we need to support the community of musicians, because it really requires rehearsal and time and effort for a lot of people. I do want to come back and do something in the future, but unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but right now my next show will not be here. My next performance will be overseas, but hopefully be coming back to do some things here soon.
You say overseas?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Going to France in April. Have some things. A next album in the making with a group over there from France called the Ligerians, and let me tell you, they are tough.
Yeah, man.
Tough.
I hear about them already. You know, we were discussing them already, you know, and I played one of the tracks them with the female artists who kind of remind me a mix of Desiree and Rima. You know what I'm saying? Nadia, that's her name.
Nadia.
You know what I'm saying? Her voice she had me turn around and actually rewind that track a couple of times, well, you know.
Yeah,
so
man.
that's a big tune right there. I haven't even heard nothing else, because I feel like this tune right here, when radio and tap onto a song, I like to listen to it until I just like wear it out, you know. It might be bad to some people, but nah, it's the message the song is portraying, and the song is giving on to the people. Let me know the energy that's with the song, you know.
Yeah.
And speaking of energy, here is the first track off of the brand new album from Christos DC. DMV, as we groove in to the one and only Christos DC, and we have him live right here. Christos, can you hear me?
Yes, I.
Can you give us the history behind this tune right here entitled called Distance, please?
Yeah, as I was just telling the people live on Instagram, is this track was originally recorded about 12 to 14 years ago with Style Scott and Flabba Holt from the Roots Radix. The rest of the Radix were actually there, present in the room, but for this track it was just Style and Flabba, and I never used it because the tempo shifted quite a bit, so it was, and it also was very long, so to write lyrics it felt like I just kept pushing it aside, and so, you know, it's been sitting and marinating for years for this project, and so now to finally use it is a blessing because, you know, Brother Style Scott is no longer with us, man, and, you know, it's an honor to actually be putting this music out so many years later.
Yeah, man, cause you can feel the energy, you know, in this track right here entitled Distance, you know.
Yeah, man.
The musical arrangement speaks for itself, you know. If you're listening to the instruments and what the instruments is portraying and playing, if you have a imaginative mind or a creative mind, you could put yourself any distance, as the song is entitled to, you know. So yeah, man, I say give thanks to this track right here, you know.
Yeah, give thanks, bro.
DMV, please, if you can, go out and get this album right here. This is one for the consciousness, eh? Yeah, man. As we gonna get the vibes moving, I'm gonna go ahead and start to play the second one shortly, but I just wanna keep on taking a listen and, you know, take your teen still, you know. As we give you a brand new one, same off the album. This next track is called Mountain King. Take a listen. This track is entitled Mountain King from the brand new Christos DC Kung Fu Action Theater brand new album just out. So Christos, can you tell us a little bit of history behind this track right here, please?
Yeah, for sure. This I took this song from a classical composition by a guy named Edward Grieg, who had composed this back in the, I believe, 1800s. And the music was composed, the story that I heard was that he had tried to portray the message about war coming. And they weren't able to always say things, in music back at that time. So they had to kind of portray it with the melody, with the music, And so I thought it would be an appropriate inclusion for this project because, war is something that is such a huge problem in our world today that I wanted that message to be there as a warning in a way.
So it's more like you just reminding the people them that these are the music of the times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's like a threat of something. Is that it's there, something that's being done, a reminder of that aspect of what exists in the world today. There's beautiful things in the world today, but there's also atrocities in the world today, man, that we need to be conscious of, regardless of your viewpoint. I believe that that's something we at least need to be consciously aware of that's taking place.
Yeah, man, that's a powerful, I love the reason behind it that same way too, and this track right here, the whole album is definitely on point. You definitely cannot lose with that. And DMV, like I said, we have Christos DC in the building, and
give thanks, brother.
If you don't know about this brother right here, please look up his music, look up his works.
Yeah, give thanks for having me, man. It's been way too long to make it down in the district and to come and check you, man. It's a real honor, my brother. So thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man. I just want to say, I want to play this track right here, which is called Mystic.
Yes.
So, DMV, take a listen at this one, all right? What you were saying, Christos?
So big up to all the musicians here locally, man. Everybody who played on this one. Much love, much respect.
Wait. Let's start this track all over again. So this track was done right here locally?
Yeah. We recorded. I started with this one with a brother by the name of Pierre Stone, and me and Pierre sat down with the drum pattern and we built around it. And then I believe I brought in a brother by the name of Earl Michelin, Mitch. A lot of people know Mitch here locally. He's played with so many people.
Big up yourself,
Yeah. No. And the horns were also done here locally with Brian Falkowski and a brother by the name of Paul Hamilton.
Yeah, man. Give thanks for all the local instruments that actually put this track together as well.
Yeah, and on percussion, I can't leave out was Ken Joseph, who played for Culture amongst so many other people as well.
Yeah, man. That's some great names you just mentioned right here locally, and some of those who actually played internationally as well, So yeah, man. So let's hear this track again, DMV. Tell me what you think. Christos.
Yeah, one more person. We got to big up D-Train, Daryl Burke on melodica for this one.
All right. Shout out to D-Train and the melodica. Shout out to everybody who put in a hand on this track right here on this whole entire album production from start to end. Big up yourself, eh? You're listening to WPFW Washington. WPFW 89.3 FM. The time is 1:02 a.m. at the nation's capital. Today's Monday, March 4th, 2024. Radio Andy, live right now with the one and only Christos DC. Christos,
Respect.
I'd like to say give thanks for bringing us this beautiful vibes, this beautiful energy, this beautiful message when it comes to the music.
It's
the
an
album
honor, brother.
is definitely one of those you definitely have to keep into the archives. You know, you just can't let this one out of the treasure, of the collection. Everybody has to obtain one of these. They have to collect this right here. You know,
Give
if
thanks.
I telling you, Radio Andy
Give
telling you
thanks.
this, make sure you collect it. You know,
Two people I forgot from that last track, however, I have to mention, man.
Go on.
On Dulcimer, her name is Chao Tian, and let me tell you, she helped really shape this album. And on guitar was my teacher, brother by the name of Tanash, Henry Tanash, and those riffs you were hearing, that's my teacher right there. So
Nice.
big up to them both.
yeah, man. Like I said before, my son. In case you miss another name or two, big up everybody who did a production, who had a handle from start to end on this album right here, from
Yeah,
production. You know, only thing we gonna need now from the eye is some videos pertaining to the tracks. Them, you know.
Well, we're working on that too. I've been developing some ideas, and you know, with videos, it's very expensive, man. If depending on what you want to do, and so I've been really lucky to start collaboration with a graphic artist. He's much more than a graphic artist. The brother originally discovered his art form as a brain scientist, and he has now gone into doing art that he discovered from doing scans of the brain. And basically, we have an agreement to license material, and now we have the idea to start making these images move, and so we'll be doing some videos coming up with moving images, and not to give away too much, man. But
True. That's
you know,
that's more works to come in the future, you know.
things like shadows, and you know, like we're brainstorming right now. So.
But just like what the album says, it says Kung Fu Action Theater, right? And
Yeah,
anybody know anything about Kung Fu Action Theater, then you should know anything about shadow boxing. So let's just keep it like that there. Shadow
right,
boxing
brother.
movements, you know?
That's right.
For
That's
more
right.
information, just tune in to Christos DC and check
thanks.
out all the projects, all the upcoming shows. Make sure we have things tangible and visible, because right now,
Yes.
everything that we do in life, we have to leave a footprint along the way.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, man, and
Yeah,
have
man.
to live by what you say, for sure. You
Yeah,
know?
man.
Creating false images, man, is not doing any good for the world around us still. But as you said, ChristosDC.com. Yes, you can go there and check it. We just updated the site. There's going to be stuff coming up there on a regular, as a lot of stuff in the works, man. You know.
Yeah, man, and also too, before you get out of here, I want you to make sure I'm gonna play one more track for you, King,
Give thanks,
and then I want you to give the people them properly how to get in contact with you, as far as where to find you, where to find your music,
For
you know,
sure.
all that information right there, and big up the family same way too. You know what I'm saying?
Likewise, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for that.
So like I said, DMV, this is Christos DC. And after this, we will have Jerry Culture Sound with some roots and culture vibes. You see? Radio Andy gonna just drop one more from the album because we can't give you too much. You have to get it. But you cannot say you haven't heard it here first. You know, when Radio Andy step on the scene, I love to play things and give you exclusive interviews, exclusive music, exclusive tracks, things you might never heard before, you know, and get your hip onto other things, you know. So with that being said, this next tune is entitled and called Survival.
Virgin Island.
WPFW 89.3 FM. This is the Reggae Experience with yours truly, Radio Andy and the ones and trees. And I'm still here with the one and only Christos DC. Brother Christos, can you please let the people know exactly how to get in contact with you and any closing words that you like to give them?
Absolutely.
Freely, of course, you know.
First of all, much love and respect to everybody out there for tuning in. You know, you can find me on Instagram at Christos DC Official. You could find me on Facebook as Christos DC. You can go to christosdc.com and, you know, all the other spots, you know, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, it's all out there.
All the major platforms.
Yeah, for sure.
You definitely just type in Christos DC. You definitely can't miss them, you know?
Yeah, I want to say much love and respect, man, for having me here tonight. Radio Andy, big up yourself, my brother.
Yes,
you know, for supporting the music, man, and coming here on your own time to keep the music alive, man. You know, it takes brothers like you who really put in the time to, you know, keep music alive and doing well, man. So big up yourself.
Yeah, man, because you see, a lot of people say, yeah, man, I love the music, I love this and I love that. But when it's time to put in the work, if they don't get paid, they don't show up. See this year, Radio Andy volunteering for this year. True and true, all in my sleep, I volunteering.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You know?
No respect for that, man.
So I give thanks for, my grandmother to put a radio in my hand at 3 years old, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Radio Andy ain't just a name I just pick up on the street. That's a household commodity, if you want to call it like that. Just like how if you're in your house, you have your seasonings and you have your peppers.
That's right.
And yeah, you have your Radio Andy too. That's right. Yes, sir.
That's right.
So yeah, man, I like to say give thanks to everybody who tune in to WPFW 9.3, the Reggae Experience. The time is 1:11 right now, and I like to say give thanks and blessed love to the one and only Christos DC for this interview.
Give thanks, my brother. Much love.
And we have coming up next, after the next minute or two, we have Jerry Culture Sound on the ones and threes. All right, blessed love DMV. Awo.
He is highly devoted Rastafari children praise him ready to be in just like the holiness unto the Lord God Almighty.